A direct and unprecedented affront has just shaken the NFL's backstage, and the epicenter of this controversy strikes at the heart of our franchise in Foxborough. ESPN has just published its highly anticipated and traditional annual ranking of the 10 best defensive tackles in the entire league, a highly prestigious list that condenses the secret opinions of dozens of executives, scouting directors, and coaches from the American football franchises. However, the published result is not only controversial. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. It is a true technical aberration that deeply disrespects the strategic planning and recent investment of the New England Patriots. Our main pillar of the trenches, Milton Williams, the man who received a historic $104 million four-year contract in the 2025 free agency to lead our front line, has been pushed to 9th place. As if the disrespect shown to our number 90 wasn't enough, the league's evaluators went even further and committed what I consider a crime of sports analysis. Christian Barmore, the other sacred monster of our defensive line, didn't receive a single vote, being completely left out, even of the honorable mentions that listed 10 other athletes in his position. We are facing a complete analytical blackout on the part of the professionals who run the behind-the-scenes of American football, who simply close their eyes to the field data and the real impact that our central defensive duo has on the AFC. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. The release of this ranking generated an immediate wave of indignation among local analysts in Boston and promises to ignite the locker room led by our coaching staff just days before the official opening of our training camp. The league seems to have forgotten how New England's defense operated at an elite level before physical problems took their toll last year, and this bizarre verdict serves as pure fuel for a roster entering 2026 with a latent desire to prove that respect for the Patriots dynasty cannot be erased by superficial, clipboard-based assessments. To fully understand the mechanics of this injustice and the reason for so much outrage in our community, it's crucial to dissect how this list is constructed. It's not the isolated opinion of a journalist or a panel of television commentators. The positions directly reflect the consensus of those who decide the direction of the sport. The general managers who shape the rosters and the coordinators who design the game plans every week. When these professionals place Milton Williams in 9th position, behind names like Jalen Carter, who fluctuated drastically, and Dexter Lawrence, who delivered paltry statistical productivity last season, they are sending a clear message that they undervalue the weight of the Patriots' tactical scheme. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. The fan who follows every snap knows perfectly well that Williams' impact cannot be measured solely by cold, end-of-game numbers. He is the anchor point that dictates the rhythm of our entire elite unit. Before we delve into this meticulous analysis and expose the statistical contradictions that destroy the argument of these executives, I need to invite you to take a stand. Leave a like to strengthen the debate and comment below. Do you consider Milton Williams' 9th place ranking the biggest absurdity of the offseason so far? Or is Christian Barmore's complete omission even worse? Your participation is vital to show the strength of our fan base. After all, the official productivity numbers that the NFL itself monitors categorically refute this ESPN list, showing that the scouts' internal assessment is completely detached from the practical reality presented on the field throughout 2025. Williams justified every penny of his $1 million contract by establishing himself as the 3rd best defensive tackle in the entire league in internal pressure rate on opposing quarterbacks, a monumental feat for someone playing in a division as physical and competitive as the AFC East. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Our goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers, and you can be part of this milestone. The primary factor causing this widespread myopia among NFL evaluators is known as box score dependence, the terrible habit of analyzing offensive linemen solely based on recorded sacks, ignoring the nuances of trench play. Milton Williams was severely penalized in the rankings for playing only 12 games last season, a result of a serious ankle injury, a high ankle sprain suffered in Week 11 against the New York Jets, that compromised his final stretch of the championship. Executives ignored the fact that, even physically limited for a third of the year, Milton Williams registered a merit score of 72.6 in the Pro Football Focus rankings, easily surpassing the highly touted Jalen Carter, who plummeted to the 60.0 range due to his clear decline in physical and technical performance in crucial matchups. Furthermore, Williams accumulated 36 total pressures and 8 tackles for loss, alarming numbers considering the volume of snaps he received. The analytical breakdown worsens when we look at the double team rate. Williams faced double teams on an impressive 66.10% of both running and passing plays, a mark superior to that of Quinnen Williams and Derek Brown. He was hunted down by opposing offensive coordinators because it was the only way to prevent him from imploding pockets through the middle. By masking this data under the justification that he was merely a rotation player during his time with the Philadelphia Eagles, the NFL makes a grave error in historical perspective. The $104 million investment made by the Patriots management was not a blind gamble. It was the validation of an athlete who possesses hip explosiveness and engagement power that very few defensive linemen on the planet can replicate today. He transformed our line of scrimmage into hostile territory for any offense, forcing opponents to drastically change their protection plans to avoid internal collapse. Reactions behind the scenes in Foxborough to this publication range from utter public disdain to a silent, focused indignation that promises to set the tone for training. Sources close to the coaching staff indicate that the disrespect serves as a perfect motivator for the group of athletes. Conversely, independent evaluators and tactical analysts immediately came to the defense of our defensive duo, classifying the ranking as bizarre and disconnected from modern concepts of efficiency. A personnel evaluator from a rival franchise even gave a strong statement to ESPN's own report, acknowledging that Milton Williams is an explosive, strong, and formidably hardworking player whose versatility allows him to play in any frontline alignment with devastating effectiveness. The consensus among analysts who study the All-22 is that the pressure Williams exerts on centers and guards is unparalleled, regardless of the blocker's technical skill. The exclusion of Christian Barmore caused even more astonishment in the specialized community. Barmore was present in all 17 games of the season, totaling 50 quarterback pressures and 4 tackles for loss. Being the third highest defensive tackle in the entire NFL in inside pressure rate and receiving 0 votes from executives generated jokes among the players themselves on social media. If you want to continue closely following how the Patriots roster will respond to this provocation from the league, click the subscribe button now and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any tactical updates from our channel. The New England locker room knows its strength, and the fans' indignation on digital platforms reflects the feeling of a group that will not accept being treated as a supporting player on the national stage, while possessing one of the most solid and brutal defensive foundations in the entire American League. To understand the magnitude of the practical impact of this duo and the absurdity of the ranking, we need to analyze the historical performance of our defense with and without Milton Williams on the field. Last season's numbers paint a picture of tactical dependence that highlights his importance. In the first 8 games of the year, with a healthy Williams leading the ground game, the Patriots' defense firmly positioned itself in the NFL's top 5. No elite running back could find space in our trenches. Ashton Jeanty stopped at 38 yards. Chuba Hubbard was limited to 49. Alvin Kamara totaled only 30. And James Cook, one of the most dynamic running backs in contemporary American football, was completely neutralized with less than 50 rushing yards. Williams' presence commanded respect and stifled inside blocks, allowing our linebackers to play freely. Everything changed drastically in Week 11 after his injury. Without our $104 million anchor, the run defense collapsed alarmingly, becoming one of the worst units in the league in the final stretch. Chase Brown punished New England with 107 yards. James Cook got his revenge by adding another 107 yards. And Derrick Henry overwhelmed our secondary defense to record 128 rushing yards through sheer physical strength. Williams' absence empirically proved that he is an irreplaceable piece in the Patriots' tactical machine. His impact transcends what traditional stat sheets can capture. He alters the geometric behavior of opposing blocks. Without his presence to absorb double teams and break up the momentum of runs at their source, the entire perimeter coverage system is exposed, forcing the safeties to play further up the box and disrupting our aggressive defensive identity. The outcome of this story promises to unfold on the field, starting at the end of this month, when the players report back for the beginning of the 2026 training camp. Historical trends show that teams that feel wronged by the media and executives in New York tend to adopt an us-against-the-world mentality, something that was the trademark of our franchise during the most victorious years of the golden era in Foxborough. Tactically, the coach will have a pair of defensive tackles hungry for redemption and contractual and media recognition, With Milton Williams fully recovered from his high ankle sprain and Christian Barmore motivated by his complete disappearance from the scouts' voting list, the expectation is that New England will present one of the most devastating and violent inside pass rushes in the entire American Conference. If both manage to stay healthy throughout the 17 games of the regular season, the Patriots' defensive line has more than enough potential to solidify its place in the league's top 3 in overall efficiency. This elite performance will be the primary engine for protecting the development of our rookie quarterback, ensuring that the offense doesn't have to bear the burden of high-scoring games and can operate with a margin of safety. The widespread disrespect from the NFL may have created a monster in Foxborough, a ball-hungry unit that will use every snap to expose the incompetence of the rival executives who voted for this ESPN ranking. The impact on the division will be immediate, as rivals with unstable offensive lines will have serious problems containing the combined physical strength of Williams and Barmore in the heart of the trenches, redefining the balance of power within the competitive and unforgiving AFC East in the upcoming season.